Hey guys, I just tried my first hand at making biscuits this morning and they came out pretty good. It took me about 20 minutes, about 22 minutes from the time I started to the time I had them on the counter done. So this is an easy recipe. It's super simple to do. If I can do it, you can do it. It is so easy. So I'll show you how. Okay guys, this is my biscuits. Get ready. Ta-da! Okay, my recipe makes about 6 biscuits, but I always get 7 out of it. I did it twice now. Same thing happened both times. This time, look, they raised really well. I did a real good job. This morning, I tasted them without anything on them. No butter, no nothing, to see if I like the taste. That's pretty good. It is not my Aunt Eve's, but it is pretty good. My great Aunt Elin could make the best biscuits and rolls that I swear I ever ate in my entire life. And that's why I never bothered making biscuits, because I was like, you know what? I'll never beat it, ever. I'll never even get close. The girl's got to try somewhere. So I went ahead and dove in and decided I need to have this little thing in my repertoire so I am ready for anything. So I can make a biscuit now, y'all. I can do her. I'll give you my recipe. All right, guys, so I'm just going to show you how to do this real quick. I had just made a batch, and I'm just going to make another one for you guys because it's so easy that I don't want you to not know how to do this. So basically 2 cups of flour. I did not sift it. Probably supposed to. I did not. I had good results, like I said. I use this little cup for all my stuff. That's 1. There you go. 2. Now what I do after I get done with that is I just take this little jar and I fill it up with milk. Like that. I just set it off to the side. All right, let me put my milk up real fast. All right, so I got my 2 cups of flour. I got my milk ready. I'm gonna do a tablespoon of baking powder. Let me get my spoon out. And I'm not measuring for measuring spoons because I wanna do this like if I didn't have nothing out wherever, I could still pull this off. So basically, I get this big old spoon here, and I just did that. Just like that. That's it. Put that in there. Then, it says a tablespoon of sugar. So, let me get my sugar in there. I'll show you how I did that. This recipe is pretty much foolproof, guys. Oh, I got the wrong thing. Didn't get the sugar. I keep my sugar in a coffee container. Thought I had the right coffee container. I did not. So, here we go. Same thing, guys. Tablespoon of sugar. Just put it in there. And you know what? Last time, I put that much more. So, that's what I'm doing this time. All right, got that done. Now, I'm supposed to have a teaspoon of salt. Got my tablespoon. I put that much in there. People always say that baking is a science and baking is so particular and you have to be just exactly right on everything. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay, so I'm going to mix this up. Mix it up real good. Now, I've got this butter. It's about 3/4 of a stick, which I just used some of it because I used the other one on the other recipe. So I've got 3/4 of a stick here. And it's been in the freezer. I put it in the fridge, but it's only been in the fridge for maybe a half hour. But that's okay. So what I'm going to do, oh good, it did thaw out enough. I'm just going to kind of go like this, kind of scoring it at the end a little bit, throwing it in. You don't have to do that. You can just go in pieces like that if you want. No big deal. Take it off in little pieces if you want. You can divvy it out like that. Whatever, but the colder your butter, the better, you guys. So if you have your butter in the fridge, you can throw it in the freezer for 10 minutes before you start this, and you're going to be good. You don't want it to be all melty though. So, all right, that's that. Get rid of that paper. All right, so we'll take that, kind of cover that butter a little bit with some of the flour. Then we'll start cutting into it. Basically, that's what I did. I just cut into it until you can tell it's coming together a little bit and all the pieces of butter are breaking down some into the flour. So they say until it gets pea size. I just go like this once in a while. You can do this with your fingers, guys. You can do it with a fork. Do it with whatever. You can do it with your hands. That doesn't matter. You can do it with a mixing fork if you want. Just get in there, kind of go like that. And pretty much that's it, guys. That's it. Done. It's ready. We'll take this out like that. There you go. Break that one up a little bit. It got stuck in there, so I'll just break it up and make sure it gets flour on it. We're good to go. All right. Now, this is when I just take my milk and my spoon and I just start adding it in. I just pour it in like this and stir it. About a quarter of the milk at a time. Okay. Let me get in closer so you can actually see it, see what it looks like. Oop. There you go. Okay, so I kind of mix this around. I'm kind of cutting it with the spoon while I'm mixing it. I mix it and cut it like that. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna pour a little bit more milk in there. Make sure your oven is on 425 and ready. It doesn't take long to get this mixed up, okay? Just a little bit more milk on the side here where it's dry. And that's pretty much it. It's ready, okay? Take it off the spoon. I'm gonna tell you something. I got about this much milk left, okay? You see that? That's about how much I have left. This is what I'm gonna do. Leave that oven on. Of course, it's already been running because I did a batch. I just finished a batch. So at this point, this is where I'm gonna put my little tools off to the side. I'm gonna get in there with my hands and kind of mix it over like this. I'm gonna get my flour, put some on the board. I put a lot of ways on there, but I skewed it off to the side and just put a little bit right here. That's basically how I do it. And I'm gonna put this on the board. There you go. I'm gonna get all the extras in the bowl. Put them in there because we don't waste nothing. Okay, got that done. So now I'm gonna kind of push this together. Don't use a rolling pin. You don't use a rolling pin. Sprinkle a little flour on top. I'm gonna fold this, turn it. Sprinkle a little flour on top. Fold it, turn it, 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 and fold it. That's it. Not doing any more. Moving this stuff off to the side here. Okay? Taking this and I'm patting it out. I'm going to do this fast. Get it about 1 inch thick. That's all you need, about 1 inch thick. So I'm going to do it like that. Now my great aunt used this always. She cut the end off of it. I've had this forever. It was hers. She's long gone, but I use it. Do not twist. Down and up. Do not twist, or you're going to seal these off on the side and it won't rise like it does. So do that. Straight down, straight up. Okay. See, I get one here. Let me scooch out a little bit so you can see a little bit more of. Yeah, you can see me. Okay. There we go. Put one there. This, depending on how thick you make it, and when I take it like this, I hope you can see me. When I take it on the board, after I get done cutting it, I just kind of put it together like this, smush it out a little bit, bend it over, hope you can see it, bend it over it again, and then I kind of mush it back out, okay? And I kind of get it the same width as this. That way I can get 2 biscuits out of it. Straight down. That time I didn't do it enough. This time looks like I'm going to get 6, but these biscuits, I made them thicker, so that's fine. 6 biscuits is still good. I'm gonna fold this over though, and then I'm gonna round it out like this, about the same size as the rest of them, and kind of just go like that and leave it. That's my 6th biscuit. Put a little flour on the bottom there. It feels a little sticky. Okay, so that's that. I did that. So now we got 6 biscuits. Let me move a few things. All right, now when you get done with that, take your flour, or I mean your milk, just put your fingers in it. Your fingers are already messy, so who cares? Pat the milk on top, okay? Just pat all the top of them with milk. That's it. I'm done. Now I'm gonna put them in the oven. Okay, guys, they're in there, and it only takes 12 minutes, so we're gonna shut the door and go 12 minutes. We'll be back. Let's see, it's been 12 minutes. I'm gonna turn it around a little bit and let it go for another 2 minutes maybe. Let's see what happens. Hey guys, don't mind my sourdough. I got a towel over my sourdough bowl up there. Only go 12 minutes. Watch your oven. Everybody's ovens are different, but I'm telling you what, I'm telling you, it'll be done no time flat. Don't leave your kitchen ever when you're baking anyway and doing stuff like this. So stick around, clean up your mess. My stuff's cleaned up and put up already. So actually, I've been sticking my stuff up here together. So I can just pull it right down when I need it for biscuits. Let's check on them. Yep, they're done. We're gonna pull these babies out. Oh, they are hot too. Woo! By the way, I was gonna start this recipe with my wooden spoon. As you can see, I lost it. It was sitting in front of the refrigerator on the floor. I didn't even see it. I was looking on the counters for it everywhere, and I thought maybe Kane came through and put it up. I don't know what he did with it, but anyway, I finally found it. And I saw on the video, it was laying there in front of the stinking fridge. Good deal. Found it. All right, got the oven door shut. Look at the height on them babies. They are good. I like mine like this. Sometimes I like them a little lighter, but I generally like them about like this darkness. See how nice that is? That's a nice height. They break apart really well. No problem. Look at that. See? They are nice. This is a very easy recipe. Girls, you can do it. Guys, you can do it. You've never made biscuits before. And I just plain didn't even try because I knew what I had to, you know, I knew what I was up against, my great Aunt Ellen's. So I knew I wouldn't be happy. But I am happy with these, believe it or not. They're still not hers, but they're close. So I'm good with that. So I just got to perfect it. Like I said, this is my 3rd batch now. So, you know, I'll get better as I go, I'm sure. Also, the recipe says to use parchment paper. I want to make sure I told you that. When they get done in the oven, I kind of scoot them off of where they were. I don't know why. I just feel better about it. I don't like that ring there. I feel like, I don't know. But anyway, these have a really nice little crunch on top. Nice, thin little crunch on top and on the bottom. And then the rest of this is just as soft as can be on the inside. I mean, these are beautiful. I love them. Now, the last one, I always make in a circle and pound out. And look, it didn't turn out too bad. Look at that. That's pretty good. I always just kind of make it round, flatten it out, and make it about the same size as the others and scoot it up next to them. So usually this is the 3rd, like I said, the batch that I've done. So every other batch I got 7, but these are a little larger this time. I left them a little thicker. So you can do them as thick or as thin as you like. You know, you do you, whatever you like. It's the easy as pie recipe. All right, guys, there they are. I put them in this little thing. It's got feet on it so they can cool off. I got a fly in the kitchen. It's driving me crazy, so I'm gonna put this little umbrella on top for now. And that'll protect it for a little bit. But that was very easy, you guys. Very, very simple. All right, y'all. So I went back and looked at the time. And it took about 10 minutes to whip those up and get them in the oven. So that's not too shabby. That's something really quick and easy you can do. And I'm sure the more I do it, it'll get faster and I'll get better at it. Trying to think. My mother never made biscuits. I mean, if I didn't get them at Grandma's house or at a restaurant, I didn't get them. And like I said, my great aunt made the best biscuits ever and the best rolls. So I was like disappointed if I went anywhere anyway. You know, it wasn't as good as hers. So I just kind of never really ate a lot of that kind of thing since she passed on because it wasn't any good. So why bother? Anyway, so I'm trying now to do good at making biscuits. I'm trying to get it down. So, I mean, I want to make a really good biscuit. I was trying to think if there were some tips I could give you. I don't know if I said in the video, but it's about 3/4 of a cup of milk. So, but I always just pour that little jar full up to the top there to the rim, and that's about a cup. And then I have enough left over because, you know, it's give or take. And then I always have some to pat on top. So, you know, and that helps brown it, and lovely, lovely, lovely biscuit. So anyway, not too hard. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it, girls, guys. You can do it. I'm telling you. My sister doesn't know how to make biscuits either, but we've both been trying to perfect our biscuits and rolls this year. So I wanted to find a really easy recipe that wouldn't use too much stuff, and that seemed to be a pretty simple one. So let's see, it's 2 cups of flour, a tablespoon of baking powder, a tablespoon of sugar, a teaspoon of salt, and 3/4 cup of milk. And I used actually 5 or 6 tablespoons of butter. Now the first time I used a whole stick, and it was still fine. It was good, and they still rose and were terrific. Like I said, I don't think it really matters. I even added extra flour on my second batch to see what would happen. I've been kind of finagling each time and variating, you know, and not really measuring out properly stuff just to see if it's still going to come out. You guys, every time it's come out where they've been good. So I'm telling you, you can't mess it up. You can do this. If I can, you can. Give it a shot. I'll see you guys later, and happy baking.